Hey everybody, it's me, Jen, and I love knives. Kristen, why are you staring at me?
Because you started talking to yourself. Also, you're pretty.
Shut up, you stop it. Welcome back. It's me, Jen.
Lately I've noticed that a lot of people are doing like get ready with me or makeup routine tutorial videos. I think that's really cool. I don't have much to say about my makeup routine, it's pretty basic, but I actually am trying to get into the hobby of collecting old knives. And a lot of these knives come in pretty crappy condition. So my goal over the next few days is to get a knife and then try and make it go from shitty to pretty. When it comes to restoring pocket knives, I am an amateur. I don't know that much, but I am pretty excited to get down to business and give it a try. In particular, this tiny little pocket knife that I found at an antique store in Joshua Tree. It's really small, it's like maybe 2 inches. The blade is like barely an inch. Based on the markings on the blade, I know that it's made of some type of stainless steel, but there's too much dirt and grime on there for me to be able to read that much into it. I will lay out my tools for you right now. In front of me, I have metal polish cream, an all-purpose gun and metal cleaner, penetrating oil. I also have a sharpening stone with some sharpening fluid, and I have a brass brush. The final piece to all of this is, of course, some sandpaper. I did look up a couple tutorials online. You can find this information basically on Reddit, or if you Google how to restore an old pocket knives, there's tons of sites that let you know how to do it. Most of them suggest cleaning the blade with just a little bit of water. And the idea behind this is just to get rid of any mud that's easy to remove. The next step, after we've wiped the blade down, is I'm going to spray it with some penetrating oil. The point of this is to just make sure that we can get out any rust or dirt from the joints of the blade. So now that we've added the penetrating oil to the blade, we're gonna use some of this metal gun cleaner and some sandpaper, and we're gonna go to town on the blade. It makes a horrible sound. You really just gotta keep at it. Oof. Didn't cut myself. Be careful. Also, that's an important step to all of this. Please be careful. The blade, believe it or not, as dirty as it still is actually much cleaner than it was when I first started. So slowly but surely, we are making a difference. After about 15 minutes of sanding down this thing, there are still a fair amount of stains on here, but that's kind of to be expected. And at this point, the knife is just so much better than what it was. I'm gonna call it a day. The next thing is to just see if I can sharpen it up a little bit. It is pretty dull. When I bought it, it couldn't really cut through cardboard. Now, if you push a little bit, it will, but I think we can probably get it a little bit sharper. I've never used a sharpening stone before, so we are going to go through this together. Apparently, I'm supposed to apply a thin layer of honing solution. So this apparently is the little guide so that I can properly find an angle at which to sharpen the blade. I lay the blade flat along the guide, and I push it along the edge of the stone. Obviously, you can't tell just by looking at it, but this one side of the blade is a lot sharper than it was when we started. So I am gonna switch this around and sharpen the other side. The knife is sharpened. It's a lot sharper than it was when I started. Obviously, the blade is still a little bit dirty, but I'm gonna apply just a little bit of polish to it, and hopefully it'll start looking a little bit more glam. One last final thing. Actually, it's pretty useful to have a knife because I can't get this bag open. And yeah, there you have it. A much better than once we started pocket knife. All right, cool. Makes a good birthday gift.